to the midday with Marcus Maven. And you can call in, I lay back and just listen to Marcus Maven. So sit back and relax and watch Maven.
Break it down like this.
Woo!
Broadcasting live from the OPC Pest Services studio. Time for Middays with Marcus Maven on 93.9 The Ville. Now, here's Marcus Maven and Steve Rummage.
Welcome back. It's Middays with Marcus Maven. 8150 93.9 is the number. 93.9 is the station, and judging by the spirited traffic and the spirit in the studio, it's going to be a fun show, fun week, and nearing the spring game. Steve Rummage in the building, Nikki V in the booth.
Here we go, man. Another week. Another week that passes is I'm getting to the age where like I have to basically I'm internally battling myself at this age because I wish my days away because like, you know, it's like, okay, now it's spring game. Now it's, you know, now I want to see the team. So I'm already kind of counting down to, you know, people joke. It's one of the reasons why we go on so many vacations because it kind of gives me like, okay, I've got two things to do before this, you know,
right.
But it's very easy to start to already look ahead. And you're like, man, like I was talking with my oldest. I'm going to take him to Atlanta with me. We're going to do a little father-son, just me and him, you know, Atlanta, fly down together, you know, all the thing. And I'm like, I find myself almost wanting, you know, I'm looking spring ball Friday, now spring game. I'm like, can I just skip the next couple months? And it's like, God, that's valuable time,
right?
Steve. Like,
right,
yeah.
right. No. And here's the thing, Steve. I always, the moment that jumps into my brain, I say, hey, Marcus, do you think you're going to have a good team? Yes. Slow down then.
I know.
Slow
That's
down. If you think you're going to have a good team, slow down and make sure these coaches get every single day they need to get, you know, it's like, it's almost like my penance is to slow down.
Yeah.
Just to say, okay, I'm willing to do this and not get excited until I get every single day of practice I can get. Nikki V in the booth. Nikki, what's good, my man?
Good morning, fellas. Happy weekend. Steve has pretty eyes. I'm just going to say that.
Yeah.
Because I'm not used to him, you know, without the glasses.
Yeah.
And so, yeah.
Thank you.
Jeepers Creepers. Where'd you get those peepers?
Well, here's the thing.
The boot.
I was telling Marcus, I'll give you the quick version, but I was able to do some commentary for Derby City Wrestling yesterday, which was awesome.
It was fun.
Yeah, thanks for leaving early. That was awesome.
You saw him leave early?
Yeah, I watched him leave.
Oh, no.
He was getting Jeanette out of there. Dude, he was like, I cannot let Jeanette keep sitting here watching Steve.
Is that what it was?
I could tell. And Jeanette was looking fine as all get out. And I could see him just like dragging her out of there.
Hey, get out of here. Either Steve or these incredible wrestlers, just everybody. I got to get out of here.
Yeah. So Nick, I could tell. I was like, and there he goes. All right. Thanks, Nick, for staying for 2 matches. Awesome.
So Nick is like, his wrestling is like the Marcus Maven of games.
Yes. No, he stayed most of the time. I do appreciate it. Jeremy Wallman and them came out. My wife came out. It was good to see my wife out. Thank you for coming, babe. And
it's great to see Charity too.
Yeah. I saw Brian Trent was behind me, and the Off the Walls podcast, and Haven Harrington was behind me.
Oh, nice.
So it was kind of, they were right behind me, so it was cool. It was kind of, you know, seeing a lot of people. I
didn't make it, Steve.
Sean, thank you for coming. Sean, who calls the match, who does the ring announcing, like he walks up and he's like talking to me, and I'm like, man, that's cool. He's like, man, I love the show. You know, he's a local comedian.
Boom.
And I was like, man, give us your info, dude.
Right.
I said, I was telling him, and I'm like, truthfully, people don't know. Marcus and I love stand-up comedy.
Yeah,
like, we love that.
Right.
So, that awesome DJ there last night. He's like, look, I walked by. He's like, all right, man, tell me off the record who's coming. And I'm like, oh, what's up? He's like, man, I love the show. You know, it's the show. DJ was awesome.
He's good.
Is like, tell me off the record. Is that like the most useless statement in history now?
Look, I told him everything. He knows everything. I was nervous. I was in the mood. That guy knows everything that's going, even though some of the things I told him I'm questioning now. We'll get to that.
I usually feel like when I say off the record, like I'm the only one in the world who really means it when I say off the record.
Probably.
Or does off the record just mean
Don't tell everyone
yeah,
immediately.
it's just like take
wait
your
5 minutes.
take your
and then-
time leaking it out.
Yeah, right.
Well, long story short, I told Nick, I kind of thought, how did Robbie Walker look? Hey, dude, he's really impressive. Local guy. He was. That's the first time I'd ever watched him. Really impressive.
Potential upside.
Yeah, yeah. No, he wrestled Peter Avalon, and like I was like, this is really good. I kind of thought, I didn't know. You know, I'm like, okay, it's probably a lot of locals. You know, different. And nothing wrong with locals. You know,
Right.
Marcus. I walk in, and for wrestling people that know, one of the first guys I see is Ace Steel. I'm like, oh my God. You know,
I like that name.
he's a back, you know, he's a trainer, different thing. I'm like, okay, it's amazing.
Right.
All the wrestlers. I mean, you're talking, guys from, I won't even start throwing out
Yeah,
names
right.
because you know, but I mean, I'm just talking dudes that are very well known.
Right.
Like this is a national brand. I was ready to poop myself and I don't get nervous. And all day yesterday, I was like, because I got there at noon. That was talent call was at noon.
Mm-hmm.
I was a nervous wreck all day.
Call at noon. What time to get rolling?
6. Yeah. So, but it goes fast because you don't realize there's a lot to be done. You're talking to some of the wrestlers. You're like, okay, you know, what are we selling on your match? You know, the different stuff. You know, you're going through the
It's a full
production
day of work.
Yeah, you're going through production meetings. You know, everything. Boom,
Kind
boom.
of like this show.
Look, they had to get my direct deposit.
Boom.
Hey, so it was, and that stuff hits quick. They don't play. I mean, it's a national brand.
Yeah.
Dave Marquez. I'm like, what? I'm like, this guy's the NWA guy. Like, I was trying to balance.
NWA.
Yeah. You don't know NWA?
Oh yeah, I do.
Oh, okay. Yeah, I was like, all right.
Yeah, with attitudes.
Okay, cool. Okay.
Yeah, they're not out of Compton, these guys.
Yeah, he's not quite that,
No.
but
I didn't think so.
yeah. But man, okay. I'm gonna stop. I'm a nerd out because I know people want to talk about the McKenzie different stuff. Churchill. We're gonna talk
What are you
about that.
talking about?
I don't know, some crazy stuff. But here's the thing. I sit down, I walk out, Nick, back to the whole story. I walk out, the crowd's live for the announcers. You know, it's like, oh, the crowd was amazing.
So it was a good crowd.
It was a
Wrapped
good
around
crowd.
the
It was a
building.
good crowd.
Excited. That Norton Healthcare, listen, shout out to the city of Louisville. That place is beautiful. And I'm really happy they put that
Oh
where
my
they
God,
put it.
yeah.
Man, I'm telling you what, dude, that place that is amazing. It is an amazing
You
facility.
made it out there safe.
God, don't start. I love my mom. Don't start. I'm gonna have to out my mom on the air.
No, don't do that, Steve.
My mom was just convinced I was not. I wasn't coming back.
This is a one-way trip.
It was a one-way trip, and I wasn't coming back. I love my mama. She's such a good-hearted person, but I was like, Mom, stop. You're not allowed to cheer for Louisville anymore, Mom. You gotta stop. Okay. But anyways, it was. I sat down, Nick. I'm nervous, you know. I put the headsets on, you know. We're check, you know. They're in the back. They're like, "Do you hear us? Can you? Okay, give me a thumbs up if you can hear me." You know, okay. All right, we got everything together. Okay, we're gonna go. We're gonna roll in 20. I push my glasses up. They break in half.
Oh my God.
I was like,
Getting ready to roll in 20 and your glasses
10,
break.
9, 8. So you count it like that. You're like, the camera guy's right in front of us going.
How blind are you?
Not.
Okay, you can see the characters.
But
you know.
here's the problem. I'm really not too bad.
Mm-hmm.
It's better for me when I'm driving. It kind of clears stuff up. Like I can read the text line right now, but it's super clear when I got my glasses on. But when you have the glasses on all day and then they're gone,
it takes some time. Yeah.
it's like, whoa, my depth perception is off. You know, I'm like,
when I take out my contacts, I usually like keep my eyes closed for like 3 minutes. You know what I'm saying? Just to reset, you know, what I'm going to see when I open up my eyes again.
Keep your eyes. That's a nap, dude. Just say you take a nap. 3 minutes.
That's 180 seconds.
I need to do that then. Maybe I don't blink enough.
Yeah, just stop. Just stop. Sit down for a second.
Do like a little like.
Yeah, just breathe. You just do about 30 deep, long, big breaths, and that's going to end up being about 3 minutes.
That sounds incredibly healthy, actually.
Yeah, it is.
I probably should do that.
Sorry, we just hijacked Steve's story. His
Yeah,
glasses
no,
just
go
broke.
ahead, yeah,
No, that was
glasses
it.
broke.
And then I was like, oh crap.
I don't know, Steve.
But I delivered. I delivered in the clutch. So
you were proud of your performance.
I was happy with
Give
it.
me that one thing that you just I should have just.
I don't know that there was one of those. I think there was a few times. It's a different cadence.
Mhm.
It's learning. I think there's a couple times I probably
So-
could have talked.
So there
and
was
didn't.
it wasn't something you know and didn't do. Just you were learning.
Yeah,
yeah.
kind of
Just
learning the
mhm.
cadence. Learning when you talk, when you don't. So I got better as the show went on.
Mhm.
So I was fun though. I had a great time.
It was a great card. The wrestling was terrific. I can't wait to watch it.
The wrestling was very
and
good.
hear Steve. But
Where are we gonna watch it and hear it?
Saturdays at noon on
Uh,
WBN.
I think so. Yeah.
Or is it,
Great job, Steve. Plug it.
I don't know. I gotta remember where. It's
Are
on.
you too nervous to let everybody?
Oh
critique
no! I want to be critiqued. I want to
Mhm.
be like, okay, no, we like this. We didn't like this. I like this. So, I mean, I don't know. That may be the only time I ever do it, but it was fun.
My 58.
My 58.
My 58.
Okay.
Yeah. On
Saturday.
Saturdays at noon.
Yeah. Now it'll be a couple weeks. I think 2 more weeks before mine airs because they
Okay.
tape a whole month.
Yeah,
of
let's not
shows.
screw up the illusion though.
Yeah, yeah. I
It's
know.
live happening. You're going to actually
Right.
do it again in 2
Yeah,
weeks.
yeah, I know. Like, all right, yeah, here we go. But anyway, so thank you all for letting me to, and thanks to everybody who texted me, or I had a few people on Twitter was like, hey, I'm not gonna make it, but I hope you do great today, and stuff. So thank you, everybody. I appreciate
So
that.
Jeremy's out and about.
He
Yeah,
was.
Good.
Yeah.
Good.
Yeah, he got out. He got. Look, he has to. He has to take he's taking a chair around right now. So of course, you know how our friends group is. So I'm like, we have no sympathy on each other on that, So
So come on.
nah, but man, he's I'm proud of him, man. He's doing good because I know that's you gotta humble
Yeah,
yourself,
tough.
man.
Yep.
Yeah, so I'm happy for him, man.
Okay.
Give Derby City Wrestling a follow, by the way.
Yeah.
On Twitter.
Derby City
at Derby City W.
Yeah, for sure.
At Derby City W. So yeah.
Okay,
Good stuff,
Steve.
man.
Boom, boom, boom. Where do we start?
Mackenzie's going to St. John's.
Oh,
Yeah, it's a wrap.
Oh man. But I thought we were in good position. I thought
That's perfect, Texter.
right. Have they already changed the crystal ball? Has that been changed?
Nah, it'll probably come later today.
Oh man, why do you think he's going to St. John's? Who's coaching at St. John's?
And by the way, shout out to Ty Spalding, who right before I'm walking through the curtain sends me that tweet.
Just give you something to think about, right?
Ty, I haven't even told Ty that. Ty, if you're listening, dude, I'm about to walk through the curtain. I look down. He's like, I'll be so mad. So I look down. I'm like, it's like Mackenzie's visiting Rick Pitino, or Rick Pitino's visiting Mackenzie Mbako tomorrow.
Okay, so are we threatened because of Rick Pitino?
No. Let me tell you.
Are we threatened because of the $2 million or the
Yeah.
$2 billion man? Is
Yeah, it's
behind Rick Pitino?
NIL. It's
Yep.
NIL, man. It's you never know. Okay.
You got that Coca-Cola money, man.
Who
No,
does?
seriously. St. John's.
Yeah, so does Louisville.
Oh yeah. Damn, that's a good point. Junior Bridgman. Didn't think of that. Touche.
It's always
I always think Wendy's with him, but you're right. It's like, yeah, right. Yeah, you're right.
it always makes you uncomfortable in this era
Mm-hmm.
when a guy's visiting anywhere because I mean, you just never know when they're going to get an offer that's like, all right.
Oh, okay. Well, let me do this. Is that a big loss in the NIL era if you don't get Mackenzie Mbako? And the reason I ask this is I don't know if I've said this on air or not, Steve, but in the NIL era and in a Kenny Payne head coach, with the class he has and the crystal ball effect, if you have crystal balls that says Louisville or the pro route.
Mhm.
There is no win here. Look, there's no
Yeah.
recruiting win. Because if you're crystal ball, that means you're the only option. If you don't get the guy, and the crystal ball goes from, it's like you're losing ground by there's no benefit to even getting a crystal ball anymore.
Yeah.
Especially not being the first one. You get the first crystal ball, Louisville the pros, you're done. This is going to be the worst recruitment in history. This is going to be the worst recruitment as a Louisville fan that you're ever going to have. You have an opportunity to get a number 7 player in the country, and once that's put out there to the universe, that all you can do is lose. It's like, okay, so if Mackenzie Mbako takes his visits, takes his time, does his due diligence, all you're going to do is feel torture the entire time. But if you lose him, are you going to be okay saying you probably lost him in NIL? Or do you say he found a better option?
No.
Or does it depend on where he goes?
No, it doesn't depend on where he goes. I think here's my thing. Here's my thing. In my opinion, when you look at a guy like him, okay, you have an obvious inside track. Okay, every place doesn't say immediately Louisville if there's not something there, right? Okay, but here's my thing. If I have the inside track on him, of course I want to land him. But I almost enjoy this a little bit.
Yes.
And let me tell you why.
I keep going.
There's a sickness in me. I believe Kenny Payne and Nola Smith are elite recruiters, okay? I want that to be shown. Rick Pitino having an in-home visit with Mackenzie Mbako means if Mackenzie Mbako ends up at Louisville, you have to acknowledge, not maybe, and I'm usually not this guy, you will acknowledge a direct win over Rick Pitino in the recruiting.
Will Rick Pitino negative recruit Louisville?
No.
Will Rick Pitino negative recruit Louisville?
Maybe.
8150-939 is the number. 3831-939 is the text line. Do you believe that Rick Pitino will negatively recruit Louisville?
I don't think he will.
I'm listening.
Well, I can't. Okay. There's.
Wait a minute. Nikki, was he about to say I can't? What? Tell her of all, Steve. Why don't you say he would negative recruit?
Because I think there was a situation with Carter Bryant and people close to him that have said Rick Pitino essentially would not negatively recruit Louisville, like in meetings with them.
Yep. Okay.
That he had nothing bad to say about Louisville.
But you didn't have to get details like
Well,
that.
now. Oh, yeah.
Oh,
Take Steve to jail.
So blame the interviewer.
Okay. Well, it wasn't an interviewer.
I was just asking. What do you
I
think?
wasn't supposed to say it, but I don't think Rick would do that.
Let's see what the phone line thinks. Keith, thanks for joining us.
Des.
Sorry, Des, thanks for joining us on 93.9. Fire away.
Really, Marcus? Keith? Really, Marcus?
Keith is waiting on the line.
Okay, my bad. But I really think that Rick would do a slight jab at us. That's what I think.
What kind
of
of jab would you do if you were in Rick Pitino's shoes?
I'd be like, okay, let me give you an example, okay? Just like a 30-second example. I'd be like, okay, you want to go Louisville, but, what you think? They came out for 4 wins, and your boy can't coach. So what you think about that? Come to me. I'm like the godfather of college basketball. Come to me. I'll make sure I make all your teams come true up in the Big Apple. Think about it. Move stars, everything. Come and St. John. I'll make things happen, baby. That's all I got to say. That's it. That's all. See, that's my little thing. I appreciate you. Y'all let me take my phone call or whatnot. Y'all have a good day. And good job, Steve, and keep doing your thing the rest of the thing.
Appreciate it, man.
Absolutely. Des just lost Mackenzie Mbako. I'll make your dreams come true. Des, you got to sell them better than that. You can't sound like Goldie. You got to believe in me, baby. I can make your dreams come true. You're like, yeah, I don't think I'm going to treat you like the Godfather, Rick. NIL is all I want to talk about. Listen, I don't want to talk about dreams and nightmares or anything else. I want minutes and money. Keith, thanks for joining us on 93.9. Fire away, Keith.
Hey, what's going on, fellas? I think at the end of the day, Patino is going to negatively. I mean, at this point, everything is fair with love and war. I mean, he's with St. John's. He's going to do whatever he got to do to get the players he wants. The same way Calipari will hate on Kenny Payne, and that was his assistant. You know what I mean? These coaches, they're in the business of getting the best players, and they're not loyal to nothing. You know what I mean? They're the enemy once they go to another team. So, yeah, I think he'll negatively do it.
Keith, I appreciate the call.
And not to make it too much about Coach P, but he's a prideful man. He does not want people to think he has sour grapes.
Yes. Again, Steve, that question was just a radio debate conversation question.
But what I'm saying makes sense.
Listen, and being towards the end of your career, you protect your legacy by not negative recruiting. And he's confident enough to know I don't need to do that. Now, if he was in a situation where he really thought this team's gonna suck, I would see a little ha, and I mean really, yeah. And when I say negative negative recruiting, really funny stuff. You know what I'm saying?
Yes.
Like hey, hey, what do you want to do? Go ride a horse? Just something. Like I think he would salesman a little bit.
Yeah.
But because listen, when you're at the back end of your career, you do not want to leave, a sour taste on anybody. This is good. This is definitely gonna be his last stop, right?
Oh yeah.
Being your last stop. Last thing you want to do is get a rumor out in Louisville. All it takes is one recruit to come back saying, Rick said that, blah blah blah. You don't even want to risk a recruit coming back. In my mind, yeah. I mean, I could be wrong, but I wouldn't.
No, I
you're just too connected to Louisville. You're just too connected to Kentucky.
Somebody's going to find out.
Yeah, if you were negative
going hard on
I really wouldn't think that either. Jake, thanks for joining us on 93.9. What's on your mind?
It's Jason. My phone was probably messed up when I said my name.
Oh, you're good. He just can't hear.
Man, leave Nick alone, man. Hey, check this out real quick. Marcus.
I'm listening.
Rick a player, man. You know how it is, how they say your game is weak if you got a rag on the other dude.
Right.
Man, Rick a player, man. He ain't gonna do nobody like that.
He
ain't gonna do nobody like
just
that,
on
man.
principle.
Yeah, it's part of the game, man. Like that's just like saying somebody, why you talking to him? Because his shoes are dirty. Look at my shoes.
Right.
He's a player, man. He ain't gonna do that. That's all. Oh yeah. 4 pegs. I had it the other day. I'm more than ribs on Thursday.
Ooh, shout out to Paul.
I take it easy, man.
Appreciate that. Nick, mark that so we can go back and get that later. I can pass along the 4 pegs.
Absolutely.
Look, 4 pegs has a member for life. I guarantee you that.
Food. So I said Rick has a U of L tattoo.
You can't hate on that. And I do agree with Jason. Like I'm confident enough not to hating on them. Kendra, thanks for joining us on 93.9. Fire away.
Hey, honestly, I don't think it'll be hating or negative recruiting per se. I just think, he'll sell what he has there, but at the end of the day, he still wants to win. He's got to get players too. So, he's not going to dog us out, but, he'll back up what he has against whatever.
Would you be curious to know his sales pitch?
Well, I would be curious to know. I don't think he'll go, I think he'll go harder if it's like, him against UK or something. You know what I mean? He'll probably go full bore then. But with us. I mean, he'll say a little something, but I don't think it'll be. He'll probably sell Nikes in New York and his Hall of Fame status,
Right.
and be done with it. I don't think he'll just go completely.
What was the scorched earth?
Yeah, scorched earth. Because I mean, he's already scorched earth experience with us, so I don't think he wants to just kind of relive that whole drama.
Right.
Yeah, that'll be, bring all that back up again. He just wants to move on and coach and retire. So I think he'll do it gracefully if he does.
Let me ask you one last question. If he got Mackenzie and Baco, would you think that's just a tip of the cap to Rick, or would you think we got to do better?
I think it can be a combination of the both of them. But at the end of the day, though, Rick is one of the last. I mean, he is who he is. He's one of the last Hall of Fame coaches in college basketball. Everybody else is retiring, or they've already retired. So I think you got to give a tip of the cap to him. And Kenny is basically a rookie. So if he gets beat out, he gets beat out by him. But I would hate for it to happen. But Rick is Rick.
Right. Kendra, I appreciate the call. Rick is Rick. Like I said, and again, original point. When you think you have a good inside, when you get in those crystal balls and it's just you and no other college listed in the pro route, it can only go down. It can only go backwards from that point on. So it's just one of those natural positions that we're all going to be in as a fan base as we watch this thing play out. Let's take a quick commercial break. This is Marcus Maben, 939 The Ville.
Racing Louisville plays at home on April 29th against OL Reign at Lynn Family Stadium. Don't miss the chance to see racing's Carson Pickett, Jess McDonald, and Savannah DeMello face the 2022 NWSL Shield winners, including 2019 World Cup champions Rose Lavelle and Megan Rapinoe. Kickoff at 7:30 p.m., but arrive early for $2 beers and activities for the whole family in the fan zone starting at 6 o'clock. For tickets, call 502-LOU-CITY or visit racingloufc.com/tickets.
You've got ants inside the house, mosquitoes outside the house, moles burrowing in your lawn, and termites eating your house from inside out. You're completely surrounded. Luckily, OPC Pest Services has a 4 seasons program that can help. OPC has been providing quality pest services since 1972. Protect your home and property and call OPC Pest Services for a free estimate at 969-9635 or visit opcpest.com. Again, that's 969-9635 or visit opcpest.com.
Now that sports have officially kicked off, there's only 4 things missing from your playbook. 4 pegs. Looking for great smoked wings? 4 pegs. Looking for juicy barbecue and award-winning chili? 4 pegs. If you're just looking for some cold crab, tap, can, or bottled beer? 4 pegs. And the best part about 4 pegs is it's right around the corner at 1053 Goss Avenue in Germantown. So you better get over there fast because the word is spreading. And while you're over there, be sure to ask about their food truck and other catering services.
Okay, ready?
Yeah, I got your script.
Here we go.
Hey guys, Dr. Tisdale here. Want a possum experience for your pet? Come see me, meow. Nick, the script sucks.
I'm telling you, Doc, puns.
No.
Trust me.
No.
Yes.
No.
Fine.
How about I just say, hey guys, you love your pet and I do too. So come to Tisdale Animal Hospital. Call 502-384-3260 or request an appointment online at tisdaleanimalhospital.com.
Solid.
I can offer listeners a free first exam and a complimentary 1-month supply of flea and tick prevention.
Nice. Hate being itchy.
Also, we are one of the only veterinary hospitals in Louisville with a state-of-the-art in-house cytology machine, allowing us to test any lump or bump and get results in 2 hours or less.
Ooh, science.
Open 7 days a week, right off the Snyder in the Chamberlain Point Shopping Center.
Okay, that was better.
Told ya, Tisdale Animal Hospital.
Hey, Card Nation, let's be honest. The real estate market in Kentucky is booming. And whether you want to buy or sell a home, now is the perfect time to do it. With interest rates at an all-time low and programs that can get you in a home for no money down. Want to learn more? It's simple. Just call Derek A. Stewart with Dream JP Pirtle. Derek is available virtually around the clock to listen, understand, and help you with all your realtor needs. So don't waste another second. Call Derek A. Stewart at 502-314-9868 today.
We buy any car. We buy any car. We buy any car. Any. We buy any car. Any make, any model, any age, any price from $50 to $100,000. We buy any car. We buy any car. Any. We buy any car. Sell your car the easy way. Go online and sell it today. We buy
When managing your finances, efficiency and convenience matter. At German American Bank, we offer a variety of accounts and an easy online account opening process with one thing in mind, helping our customers to manage their money more efficiently. Our accounts are backed by customer service excellence and helpful tools like the mobile banking app and online bill pay to help you make smart financial decisions. Open your account online at GermanAmerican.com or by visiting your nearest banking office. German American Bank, member FDIC.
Your home is your fortress, and your first line of defense is your roof. So if your roof is under attack by either Mother Nature or Father Time, you should be calling Citadel Roofing and Construction. Citadel Roofing and Construction is locally owned and operated, will provide free inspections, estimates, and of course they'll work with your insurance. Did I also mention their A+ rating with the Better Business Bureau? Let Citadel Roofing and Construction protect the roof that protects you by calling 502-219-7964 today.
I'm former Louisville basketball player Luke Hancock. When the NCAA tried to take away the Most Outstanding Player Award from the 2013 tournament, I got it back thanks to Morgan & Morgan. Morgan & Morgan is the personal injury firm that fights for the people, and their team treats clients like family. Morgan & Morgan changed my life, and if you've been injured in a car crash, at work, or in a slip and fall, they may be able to change yours. For a free consultation, dial #LAW on your cell phone. That's #529, offices Louisville.
Hey, Cards fans, do you or a loved one suffer from gout? Gout is a very painful form of arthritis that can also lead to kidney and heart disease. I bet you didn't know there's now a Gout Center of Excellence right here in Louisville. They use the most up-to-date clinical guidelines and FDA-approved treatments to get you relief fast. If you have gout, be sure to call the Gout Center of Excellence at 502-719-2472 or visit them online at ralouisville.com. And be sure to tell them Marcus sent you.
Every 68 seconds, someone in the United States is sexually assaulted. So what is Kentucky doing to address this crisis? 12 sexual assault survivors and licensed professionals from across the state offer hope and help to those who need it most. Watch Believe Me, presented by the Kentucky Association of Sexual Assault Programs, April 25th, 26th, and 30th on KET.
Most people don't put much thought into the value of a reliable water or sewage pump until they have to. Well, I have a team that never stops thinking about it. Kentuckiana Pump Sales. With over 35 years of experience, Kentuckiana Pump Sales, a premier Ashland pump shop, includes sump, sewage, grinder pumps, and many more to service all residential, municipal, commercial, and industrial needs. Next time you think about pumps, think Kentuckiana Pump Sales, 3303 Industrial Parkway, Jeffersonville, Indiana, or visit KentuckianaPumps.com. $222, or you can look them up online at dfhcompany.com. Make sure you look into the Mitsubishi Mini Split like the one we use at 939 Studios for that hard to heat, hard to cool room in your home. Again, 968-6222, or look them up online at dfhcompany.com. Jay, thanks for joining us on 93.9. Fire away.
Good morning, fellas. Hope you're having a great day. I have a
I'm in your ear. I farted that entire read.
McKenzie. Thing about Rick, he's a great coach, of course. But thing about him is when he was at U of L, he very seldom, if ever, challenged any recruitment for John Kelly players.
Right.
He just wouldn't. He just wouldn't because he knew Cal would beat him out. I think he's trying to take advantage of, not that he hates Louisville or anything. I think he's trying to take advantage of the inexperience in head coaching of Kenny Payne and Nolan Smith as an assistant here. So I think he otherwise he's a coward. Yeah, he may get the kid, but he was never going to challenge Cal on any player. So you watch the top 20 recruits for the next 3 years, 4 years. Rick is not. If Cal goes after him, Rick won't touch him because he'll be beat out. Have a great day, guys.
Appreciate the call. Not a lot of confidence in Rick's recruiting style.
Yeah,
out of Jay, but I feel you, Jay. So here's the thing. Before I move along, let me just say this. Let me put this out here. Louisville women's basketball just landed a recruit, Henny Van Sheek. I believe that's how you pronounce the last name. Sheik.
Okay.
Do yourself a favor, people. Bring up an interview and listen to her talk. You're going to enjoy her in interviews. I believe she's from the Netherlands. Y'all are really going to enjoy listening to her voice. She should definitely do voiceovers for some kind of cartoons or something like that. So Steve, like I said, cartoons like Disney movies is what I meant.
Okay.
Not
What?
I should say more like animated movies and things like that.
Coach Wall's done well in the portal, and I mean they have a lot of confidence that's going to keep rolling too. So, and I think he's learned a little bit too. Last year he had to bring in a lot of transfers, and there was a certain dynamic. I think he's being a little more selective this time around, and putting together.
Okay, so not that okay. Well, I don't want to jump into that. Yeah, I'll wait till next hour. Go ahead.
Okay, I was going to say Haley and Elle kind of been, since we were talking about that, have kind of been hooked at, kind of looked at as two, of when last week there was a day Nick and I were on here and I kind of talked about them two leaving. Nothing against those two, but when I said, Brom taking over, Hurd is the guy,
Reset.
Josh Hurd. Reset. Haley and Elle have kind of been the face of Louisville basketball on both sides, have kind of exited. Kenny Payne being fresh. It's almost like, okay, next year feels like a new era of Louisville sports. Today at noon, looks like we're going to get an answer on one of them. It seems like that answer is Arkansas for Elle Ellis. What do you think about it?
Nikki, you first.
Oh, boy.
I mean,
sorry, y'all. I didn't ask Nick. Marcus did.
I was gonna say, I was like, I'm not sure what you want me to weigh in here.
Tell us what you think about Ellis in Arkansas.
What is your reaction, and what do you think the people's reaction is to Elle Ellis going to Arkansas? Wait a minute. Don't do this, Nikki. And you're getting drugged right into this. You don't get to be Mr. Laissez-faire non-interference. You're a must-bust head.
I was Oatspo.
No, he was Oatspo. He was Oatspo.
I was anti-Musselman because I thought if he were to come here, he'd be too high-strung.
Yeah, I will give Nick that.
Well, I don't apologize, but I'll retract.
Well, it's still same thing.
Nikki, what is first reaction to LL's go? Okay, that's better. First reaction. And callers, 8150-939. You can feel free to jump in. 8150-939 is the number. 3831-939 is the text line.
I mean, good for Elle. I mean, good for Elle. I mean, he was the shiny part of the roster consistently throughout the year. And you kind of want him to go to, I feel like, Power 6 program with the highest level of respect to Sam going to SMU or Noah Locke going to where did he go? Providence, right? No. Who went to?
Answer
UMass?
the phone. Do your job.
Call back.
Why are you talking to us?
No.
Caller, wait about 15 seconds.
Yeah. I'll turn it back on. So no, but I feel like that. I don't know. I'd look at that as a flex a little bit. I mean, like, everyone knows the team went great last year. You have a great recruiting class coming in. Like, I feel like you'd want your best piece to go someplace that is name brand. I don't know how, like, this is where I defer to you guys. I know they got some guys going in the lottery. Like, where's he going to be playing? Is he going to be playing on the ball, off the ball? What's he doing? Like, how's he going to fit in? Is he going to be able to be a traditional 2 there?
Get ready.
Phone's back on.
Get ready to answer that. The phones are back on, good people. Now I'll ask Steve the same thing. Steve, what is your first reaction, first, second, or third reaction to L. Ellis in Arkansas?
I'm good for him. I think for him, it's a good choice. There's rumors floating out there. I know Ty Spalding on CardinalSports.com had a tremendous update today. It's worth subscribing for if you want to go check it out. A lot of good information about some nuggets coming out of the weekend on recruiting, and he puts a number out there that's out there that L. Ellis will probably get. I mean, I know he mentions Walmart money, and somebody said the Clinton organization. I mean, but he's going to make a pretty hefty chunk of change. And for him, I feel like Arkansas is a good spot. For Arkansas, I'm like, not very getting what you think you're getting, but, yeah, I mean, go beat Kentucky. Good for you, man. I like it. I mean, yeah, they're rolling deep, with guards, and good for them. I know, God knows there's people here that would just love that. We got 13-man roster. We got 10 guards. Yeah. Okay. All right. Yeah. I mean, no, but that's kind of how I felt. Good for him. I don't know if Arkansas is really going to get their return, but I'm like, hey, he'll score.
Chris, thanks for joining us on 93.9. Fire away.
What's up, Amy Rummage?
Chilling.
So here's my thing on Ricky P. I think what he tells the guy is, hey, they're going to be good in a couple years, but while they're getting good, come to me. I'm going to put you in the Mecca. We're going to play every game in the Garden. I'm going to put you in a pro environment right now. I think that's the tell. I don't think he has any reason to hate on it. The second thing, if L was a transfer from somewhere else, we would be fighting at the bit to get him on our team. I think we made a mistake by not keeping him. If you cut his minutes to 28 minutes, I think his numbers go out the roof. Give him another guard where he can actually, when he goes out there, he can play defense. He can be on the ball, off the ball. I think we've missed on L.
Well, Chris,
yes.
The only thing I would say to that is, there is an interview out there where it was said, I think by Mr. Bozich, that it was like they asked L to change his role, which in my opinion would have been what you're saying.
Yeah.
And essentially he was like, I'm not doing that. And I think that's the problem is I agree with you, but now you have to convince L he's only going to play 28 minutes a game. And you have to convince.
I think if he goes to Arkansas, like you think, there's not 40 minutes there. There's too many guards there for him to get 40 minutes.
Well, I agree with that, but if you're going to get a, twice the amount of money, whereas at Louisville, I don't know. I'm not saying you're wrong. Like, I agree with you. I think if we could have kept him, you cut his minutes back, you move him over, play a little more where you can be more of a scorer. I'm like, kid, that would have been excellent for you. I just don't think he's willing to do it. But if Arkansas throws you $500,000 and you say, okay, well, you know what, maybe I can play 30. Yeah,
Yeah, I'll do that for that number. But I thought when he came out and said, if I'm coming back to college, I'm coming to Louisville. And then from there, it went the other way. Real quick. I was like, man, I thought he said he was coming back to us. And with Sky Clark there, him, oh my God, this would have been perfect for him. But yeah, but here's the other side, real quick, on Coach Pitino. If I'm a kid who's a 5-star who thinks I'm going to the league, I'm only going to be there 1 year, that's not really Rick's style. Ask Earl Clark. He will set your butt on the bench if you don't do the things he asks you to do in a heartbeat, and then talk bad about you in the media. There's only 2 players that I can remember that Pitino's put in the pros that have been outstanding: Jamal Mashburn and Spider. Other than that, all the other guys have been really average. So if I'm a 5-star, I don't know if that's what I want to do, take the chance of ending up on the bench because I don't play defense the way he wants me to. That's just a thought for me. I'll get up and I'll listen to you guys.
Appreciate
it, man.
Yeah, appreciate the call. I will say this. The Spider thing I don't think that was really Rick Pitino related. That was Chris Paul related. Because you remember, Rick Pitino, it's funny, I was watching the Kentucky game. It's like, y'all remember, Rick was benching Spider before he got rolling.
Oh, yeah. No, yeah, the game that turned around was up in Indy.
Yep.
Rick like called Donovan's family and told him he was going to put him on the bench. And he benched Donovan Mitchell up in Indianapolis on New Year's Eve. I remember it was the same day we played LSU in football. Yeah, he benched him.
Donovan's like, I got to get out of here.
Yeah, and Donovan played one of the best games he played all year.
It's like, yeah, let's get together. Dennis? Well, Dennis, fire away. Dennis, you there?
How you doing this morning, Marcus?
Good,
How you
good.
doing?
Good.
Just wanted to ask Marcelo, what are you doing? You what do you need? 10 guards and 2 forwards? What are you doing out there? I just wanted to know.
He must
You're
be
going after every player. Huh?
I think he's trying to get the Louisville job by getting all guards.
Really? So now somebody's going to decommit or not go down there because your room is too crowded. Take L. Ellis. We don't need him. We got plenty of guards coming in. That's what I tell you. I just wanted to share that with you, man. Y'all keep listening to the show. Y'all have a good day.
Appreciate the call. Okay, I threw you all under the bus with this L. Ellis situation. I'm going to give y'all the opportunity to stomp on me for this one. I hope he's not. L. Ellis going to Arkansas, Steve.
Mm-hmm.
I've mentioned this probably every day for the last 10 days. I've been watching a game pretty much every night. I don't know if I talked to you about Georgia Tech. Have you heard me mention Georgia Tech at all?
Yes.
Outside of the show or during the show?
Yeah, we talked about it the other day for a second.
But not on Friday.
No.
Okay.
You brought up the Georgia Tech game.
Okay, Georgia Tech game. It was the Georgia Tech at home game was like the best team effort game that I've seen, right?
Mm-hmm.
Best general, like I saw more players locked in or more players give it energy at the same time than I did all year. Even the commentator said, every player on this team has had a good game here and there, a good stretch, but you just can't get 3-4 people to have good games on the same day. Okay. So this is how I feel about L. Ellis watching him. I don't think it was ever about L. Ellis's ability.
Yeah.
Right. I don't think any of my critiques or criticisms has been about L. Ellis's ability. When Coach talks about, when he compliments Mike James, when he says, I don't really have to do all that coaching with Mike James, and I'm paraphrasing, but we've all heard Kenny Payne, when he refers to Mike James, he says, tell him just trust your basketball spirit and just, work hard and it'll do the right thing for you. Conversely, I didn't think L. Ellis had a good basketball spirit for this team, right? I think L. Ellis grabbed at every excuse to not make a winning play.
Mm-hmm.
I think L. Ellis said, I'm going to score. I'm going to try to score. And the results are going to be the results for everybody else. Right?
Yeah.
I think L. Ellis at the University of Louisville, like you said, under Coach Mack, he wasn't really playing. You and I see this all the time. A guy finally gets his shot. He looks like he's buying in, but is he only buying in when he's playing good?
Right.
Or is he buying in?
Right.
I think L. Ellis buys in when he's playing good. He has the energy when he's playing good. I think L. Ellis took advantage of his situation at Louisville. I think he abused his situation at Louisville. I think he got that opportunity to play good or run the team. And I thought he just chose that he wanted to try to play good.
Okay.
He knew he wasn't coming out the game, right? He knew. And listen, I'll even put that one on the coach. Like, okay, it's obvious Coach had a plan to sink or swim with these guys, make them the captain, sink or swim with them, let them have that chance to grab the team by the horns. You know what I'm saying? Like he forced that role on this group.
Yep.
I'm to me assuming, knowing this is not going to be a long-term group, but I'm going to let them control the group. When I watch L. Ellis, and this is what I'm talking about, y'all. when I watch him, I showed a play Saturday night. I put it on the night show. I put it on YouTube. Okay. Kenny Payne called the play out of halftime, right? And it's just a play where you get L. Ellis off a curl, right on the block. L. Ellis comes off a curl, and Steve, when I tell you, if I ever called the play, I used to talk about this with Bobby Petrino. I used to talk about this is what I respect about coaches the most.
I know what you're gonna say.
If I call this play, and I know how the other team is gonna play this play, right?
Yeah.
I already know everything about what the other team's gonna do, and I decided this is now the time to call this play. L. Ellis comes off a curl with J.J. Traynor, right?
Yep.
He gets in this middle, and Steve, this is when J.J. Traynor started punching it. This is when he really started using his legs, right?
Yeah.
They call this play, and I'm telling you, it's a runway. And J.J. Traynor is loading up. You can look at our bench, and everybody on the bench is like, oh, like it's there. And you know, a basketball team who knows the play call, like we're the only people that know the play call.
Yeah.
You remember when what's his name? Lane Kiffin. You remember when Lane Kiffin threw his clipboard before the play even got started?
Yep. Right as he took off.
Do you know the play? Do you know what I'm talking about? You've never seen that? Okay. Lane Kiffin calls a play, right?
Was this during that like kickoff game in Louisville?
No. It was another game.
He was when he was with Bama.
Oh, okay.
He was
okay.
OC.
Maybe.
Yeah.
Okay, Lane Kiffin.
I think the first time he did it like authentically.
Yeah.
Now it's kind of become a thing.
Okay.
But yeah.
Lane Kiffin calls this play. 1,001. He throws his clipboard 30 feet in the air. Holds up his hands. Touchdown.
He throws it
Nikki,
through that.
the play ain't even got started yet. But he saw the look, he saw the defense, and he saw his player get off the line. And he was like, that's going to be a touchdown. Threw his hands up. That's how our team was. When they saw the play development, they were like, this is it. Throw the clipboard. I know I'm getting J.J. Traynor on this dunk right now. Right? L. Ellis comes off this thing, gets in the middle of the lane. I mean, it's like, what's my movie with there's Pitch Black and there's with the necromongers and all that.
Riddick.
Chronicles of Riddick.
Yeah.
Chronicles of Riddick. Right at the end, right? They're about to kill that super bad guy, right? And the girl turns around and looks away like Steph Curry on a 3-pointer. And she's like, flawless, right? And something happens. I'll let y'all see the movie. And she turned around and went, no! Because it didn't go like she thought it was going to go.
Yeah.
L. Ellis gets in the middle of the lane. J.J. Traynor has this runway. L. Ellis does not throw the alley-oop. L. Ellis hits the floater, right?
Mm-hmm.
It was like when you see it, you can see everybody kind of go, good shot. You know what I'm saying?
Right. Happy, but a little deflated.
Yeah. Like, because, we're at home. We got Georgia Tech. We're giving a winning effort. You know what I'm saying? And again, I'm saying L got the bucket, but I'm saying what's better for the team, what's a winning play, is for you to throw that ball up. That play is going to get you more shots later. That play is going to get JJ more involved. Like these are all the things that I needed L. Ellis to buy into that he didn't buy into. So if you watch those shots and you watch L, because here's the thing, when somebody gets screened, right, to the common eye, you say, okay, he got screened and he's tired. You know what I'm saying? And then it's like, okay, L, you're taking 2 steps out of the area. You're accepting being screened.
Yeah.
You know, it's difficult for the simple eye to see how much he's accepting getting screened.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? And when you see a whole game of that, here's the problem. Somebody will argue with me, Marcus, he's playing too many minutes. I say, okay, Well, what about if I told you L. Ellis was accepting the screens the first 10 plays of the game, and we're getting down by 10 because point guards are getting free looks? I'll say that I'm telling you, it has nothing to do with L. Ellis being tired, because he's starting the game like this.
Yeah.
Because he don't have to chase. He didn't have to fight over screens early. You know what I'm saying? Because he has the built-in excuse like, coach is not going to take me out. And that makes me sad as a basketball player that you had this opportunity to give it up and you didn't. You know what I'm saying? So all this comes around to me saying at Arkansas, it's not going to be accepted because we got replacements. We got back. So now it's not I don't care, but it's like, watch the energy level you're going to get on with him defensively at another school that has a full, not handicapped by, what Kenny Payne did the first year.
Yeah.
By just saying, hey, I'm gonna run with the squad, come hell or high water. Like he's gonna have to compete per possession. And again, remember, he did not play over Jared West at all.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? But again, this has never been about his talent. It's been about his buy-in. And was he willing to be a defensive stopper, So he won't look like L. Ellis, the big time shooter at Arkansas.
Yeah.
If you see a successful L. Ellis, he's going to be a pit bull on defense.
Yeah.
And he's going to be a transitional team player. If he's not that, he won't. I don't think this move will work out great for him.
Just beat Kentucky.
Yeah.
I don't
You don't care. Just go ahead and take that transfer, beat Kentucky.
Yeah, people are like, oh man, Arkansas's loading up. Which I will say this is kind of funny. Do you know, if you look, I know we're way over the break too. Somebody pointed this out and I went back and looked. If you go, they talk about L. Ellis, you go to the comments section, you know what Arkansas fans are on there saying?
I'm listening.
Are we not going to recruit forwards? So I'm like, you know what? I'm sorry, Louisville fans. Like, it's every fan base. Yeah.
Whatever we don't have is
they're like, I guess we're not getting any forward. Oh, great. L. Ellis. What's he gonna do? We already got Khalif Battle, Benefield, the other kid. I need forwards.
Oh, rolling along 93.9 The Bill. Hey, Card Nation, let's be honest. The real estate market in Kentucky is booming, and whether you want to buy or sell a home, now is the perfect time to do it. With interest rates at an all-time low and programs that can get you in a home for no money down. Want to learn more? It's simple. Just call Derek A. Stewart with Dream JP Pirtle. Derek is available virtually around the clock to listen, understand, and help you with all your realtor needs. So don't waste another second. Call Derek A. Stewart at 502-314-9868 today.
An official broadcast partner of the University of Louisville, WLCL Sellersburg is 93.9 The Ville.
Spring has sprung, baby, and it's the most active sports calendar of the year. What better place to watch than the Fox's Den? The Fox's Den in the heart of St. Matthews. Whether it's opening day for baseball, hoops, and hockey playoffs, brackets getting busted, or long shots hitting, watch on over 30 TVs at Fox's Den. Hungry? Chef-inspired gastropub menu. Want to jam? Live music every day on a heated patio. Want to play? How about a dozen pool tables and even some pinball, too? Stop by the Fox's Den in the heart of St. Matthews, your home for billiards, bites, and brews.
Most people don't put much thought into the value of a reliable water or sewage pump until they have to. Well, I have a team that never stops thinking about it. Kentuckiana Pump Sales. With over 35 years of experience, Kentuckiana Pump Sales, a premier Ashland pump shop, includes sump, sewage, grinder pumps, and many more to service all residential, municipal, commercial, and industrial needs. Next time you think about pumps, think Kentuckiana Pump Sales, 3303 Industrial Parkway, Jeffersonville, Indiana, or visit KentuckianaPumps.com.
Okay, ready?
Yeah, I got your script.
Here we go.
Hey guys, Dr. Tisdale here. Want a possum experience for your pet? Come see me, meow. Nick, the script sucks.
I'm telling you, Doc. Puns.
No.
Trust me.
No.
Yes.
No.
Fine.
How about I just say, hey guys, you love your pet and I do too. So come to Tisdale Animal Hospital. Call 502-384-3260 or request an appointment online at tisdaleanimalhospital.com.
Solid.
I can offer listeners a free first exam and a complimentary 1-month supply of flea and tick prevention.
Nice. Hate being itchy.
Also, we are one of the only veterinary hospitals.
Marcus, give me a young guard on Miami or Atlanta.
Right off the Snyder in the Chamberlain Point Shopping Center.
Okay, that was better.
Told ya.
No, basketball.
Hospital.
Hey, Cards fans. Do you or a loved one suffer from gout? Gout is a very
21.
arthritis that can also lead to kidney and heart disease.
He's like 24, I think.
Gout Center of Excellence right here in Louisville.
And I'm pretty sure he's a brother.
And FDA approved.
Look at his silhouette.
If you have gout, be sure to call the Gout Center of Excellence at 502-19-2472 or visit them online at ralouisville.com. And be sure to tell them Marcus sent you.
Well, I guess Tyler Hero. It's not him. All right. Yeah, but well, it's got to be Atlanta then, because I mean, Charlotte, Orlando, Miami, they're all in the Southeast. The only other one's Atlanta, right?
Park, Tom Wallace Park, Waverly Park, and the
I know.
UMF miles. And don't forget about all those trout stocked in Floyd's Fork. To purchase your fishing license and for all the information that you need, visit fw.ky.gov.
Does your business need an upgrade?
Did you record something earlier? Because it was set for recording.
That's where criminals prey. They know small businesses don't.
Did Steve do a spot? Oh, okay.
Not only did they upgrade our outdated computer.
Okay, no.
Decades. They offer 24/7 support, and their online pricing calculator gives you transparent pricing.
Use who we use at ESPN Louisville. Louisville Geek. LouisvilleGeek.com.
Finding talented employees can be madness, and with every day being crunch time for your business, trust the experts. Kelly has been staffing in Louisville for over 50 years and has a team with over 40 years of industry experience. Whether you need great warehouse employees or office professionals, we can help you build your best team. Visit kellykentucky.com or call 502-425-7131 to learn what we can do for you. That's kellykentucky.com.
We are ESPN Louisville. Download the ESPN Louisville app today, delivered by UPS Jobs Kentucky.
The sounds of spring can often be followed by the sounds of a broken air conditioner. So if you hear your AC unit making some unwanted noises, then call DFH Company today. When you buy a complete train system, receive 18-month special financing, $600 in instant rebates, and a 10-year parts and labor warranty. Right now, when you buy a full train system, receive a 10-year part and labor warranty and 18-month special financing. It's hard to stop a train, so call DFH Company at 968-6222 or look them up online at dfhcompany.com. Subject to credit approval.
It's that good, Fairnose Pizza. Good taste, happy face, your place, my place. What's gonna make you happy? It's the smile I see on your face. It's that good, yes it is, and we deliver it. Oh, 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 taste is fun, yes it is, we guarantee it. Yeah, it's that good, Fairnose Pizza. Yeah, it's that good.
Angie's List is now Angie, and we've heard a lot of theories about why.
I thought it was an eco move. Fewer words, less paper.
No, it was so you could say it faster. No, it's to be more iconic.
Did I not? I had him in my hand. I thought you were. I didn't give him to you? Oh my God, I had him in my hand.
Instantly, and even get your project handled from start to finish.
Sounds easy.
It is, and it makes us so much more than just a list. Get started at Angie.com. That's ANGI, or download the app today.
Tide Power Pods have 85% more Tide.
Who needs that much more Tide?
Well, when giving your muddy dog a bath turns into you getting a mud shower. Yikes, you're gonna need more Tide. When your wine tasting becomes a wine spilling. Yeah, you're gonna need more Tide. Or if your favorite shirt is your kid's favorite napkin. Greg, I'm gonna need more Tide. My mom gave me that shirt.
It's a mess out there. Tide Power Pods have 85% more Tide versus Tide Pods.
Louisville City faces Detroit City on Saturday, April 8th at 3 p.m. Head to Lynn Family Stadium for the afternoon match with fun for the whole family. Get your picture taken with the Easter Bunny, and children are invited to participate in an Easter egg hunt.
Cheer on the boys in purple and purchase your tickets today. They're available by calling 502-LOU-CITY or visiting loucity.com/tickets.
ESPN Louisville app. And don't forget the Jeff Brom Show Wednesday night from 7 to 8 right here on 93.9 The Ville. That'll be at the Fern Creek Roosters. So get out there too.
That's a radio show.
Yeah.
Jeff Brom, Fern Creek Roosters.
Yep.
So what time does they start?
7 to 8 on Wednesday night.
I was actually reading the same thing and not listening to you, but
it's awesome.
It was kind of soaking into my brain. Okay, so here's the thing, Steve.
Can someone help me win Pirtle before we go on? I need a guard for Atlanta, for the love of God.
Let's get him some help. Let's get him some help.
21 years old, jersey number 1. I'm not looking this up.
Okay, well, somebody's just going to
Somebody's
look it up,
going to look it
and
up,
they're gonna
right?
text it in.
We should have just got a caller or something. We should just, we should get a caller, get him on the phone to help us.
Okay. Cool.
Like actively.
Yeah.
Caller, if you want to help Nikki with the Pirtle, call in.
Here, you have exactly one minute.
1 minute to call in, and we'll do the Pirtle.
Sorry, it's the only.
Jeez, he's like, yeah, I don't care about you. The channel getting knocked down. So Steve, while Nikki's doing this, I'll set up the conversation. Did you see what Jalen Hurts just got?
Yeah, that's what I was just talking with Andy in the back. That's pretty ridiculous.
Okay, now there's that conversation we're gonna have right after Nikki. Right after Nikki gets his. No.
This is royalty.
I don't trust him.
Copyright instrumental.
Hey, listeners, don't worry about it. I'm gonna mute it because I used to use this beat on my YouTube channel. Vlad TV, allegedly, all this is allegedly, but I mean, he has evidence, but whatever. I'll just say allegedly because I don't want to get sued or the radio station get sued.
Right.
You know what they're doing?
Listening.
When Kwame Brown does speaks on something, where it's viral, right?
Uh-huh.
They're like, people who don't like him are like just basically remixing his content, right?
Yeah.
And putting out links so everybody can go anywhere else but his page for the traffic.
Yeah.
Right? So he might get 3,000 views on his page and somebody else might get 300,000, and they were all supposed to go to his page. It's like, okay.
Yeah.
So could you imagine if I did a show and then somebody just put a little music in the background of my show and took my exact same show and content and just put it out and put it out on a bigger person's channel and say, hey, y'all, go listen to Marcus Maidman show over here on this channel. I was like, don't let me find you.
That would be brutal.
don't let me catch you.
That's what they can do, though.
I know. It's like, this is disgusting. Okay, Nikki, does nobody want to help you with your Pirtle?
Nobody wants to help me.
Okay,
but who is he? Who is he? That's who it is. It's not the Hawks. It's the Wizards. I'm an idiot.
I have no idea who that guy is. Steve, but that's Steve's.
That's got to be him. Caldwell Pope?
Yeah.
All right, let's see.
21.
Caldwell.
We got to figure this out, people. We got to find out if
it was Johnny Davis. Son of a biscuit.
Okay. So, Steve.
Damn you, Johnny Davis.
Okay. Turn that music down because
I feel better when it's somebody I would have never guessed. So.
Yeah.
Here's the thing.
That is a ridiculously fun game, by the way. Pirtle.
But they don't pay us for that kind of level of endorsement yet.
I think it's free to play. I don't know how they make any money. Brought to you by Dunktown.
That's why the advertisements they put on there is why they make the money.
That's fair.
Okay, so Steve, let me just get this out of my system because I don't even feel like it raises my level of anxiety every time we have this conversation.
All right, let's do it.
I'm just gonna say this to people. This is my hot take for the day. Sports media and agents have a huge conflict of interest. And it's all coming to a culmination with Lamar Jackson.
Interesting.
There is a hyper conspiracy going on with Lamar Jackson. Right?
Okay.
Now, when we talk about Lamar Jackson, we talk about how easy it is to be dismissed, like the I was wrong about Lamar Jackson crowd pivots to the agent thing, and that's why he shouldn't get paid.
Mm-hmm.
They pivot to the injury thing when he's not. Like I said, you can give out any stat on the planet and say he's not injury prone, and everybody knows that he was not in a position for it to be smart for him to go back on the football field.
Right.
We all know that. Unless you want to conveniently ignore that, right? This is no agent thing that's not hurting negotiations. When they offered Lamar Jackson $130 million, right? That's literally less than he would make if they franchised him the next 5 years.
Mm-hmm.
They literally offered him less than if they franchised him every year.
Oh yeah,
that's why he said. That's a ridiculous. Like, that's not even a conversation.
It's not going to happen.
Yeah, that's not even a conversation. You're basically saying, hey, Lamar, we want to sign you for 5 years, but we want to pay you less than what you would get if you were our franchise. Are you stupid? Are you stupid? How are you going to get away with even putting that out to the public? Well, Lamar, you know what we're going to do? We're going to do the your mama's your agent thing, right? And here's the thing. Hey, Lamar, this is what you don't know about us. We work with all these agents. You know who else these agents work with, Steve? National broadcasters and what do you call them? Not I don't want to say ESPN, but what do we call them? What is the Skip Bayless to you? What is the Stephen A. Smith? He is considered a
Talking head, gasback.
Yeah, but what's the technical term?
Like
ESPN personality.
Analysts. Just ESPN entertaining. It's hard. I don't like calling them analysts because they're into entertainment field now.
Personality.
No, it really is.
Sports talk personality.
That's exactly the word I was looking for.
Yeah.
A sports personality. So Steve.
Cheers.
Steve, you realize these sports personalities have the same agents as like sports players, right? Could you imagine how Lamar Jackson, if he has a successful contract negotiation without an agent, you realize what the agent industry has done. They're done. The control from team to agent is done. These teams are going to have to actually negotiate on an up and up without any favor from agents, without any. And I'm not painting the agent to be some evil, middleman or anything like that. Because
that's the case.
Yeah, there are agents who can help, with things, but there are a lot of people who don't need agents. And Lamar Jackson, in a contract this big, I think he is being intentionally undercut. You know what I'm saying? With that, through that network of team, agent, and sports personality, and it sucks.
Yeah,
it sucks because they're trying to bring him on the lawn to make an example, to intimidate people from thinking about doing it without an agent again. It reeks of collusion, especially when you see Jalen Hurts, what he's getting. It's brutal.
Well, I mean, and more people are starting to kind of speak up about that, though. Like now but the only
as
thing
a Louisville fan, I feel like I don't hear it enough.
Well, the only thing that scares me about that, or it scares me is not the right word, but do you notice a couple of weeks ago there was a few tweets come out about collusion and racism and stuff? Gone immediately. Like that conversation never even got off the ground.
Which is my point.
Yeah.
Agencies. This is not, please listen. And I'm just using this example. First Take, you don't have that conversation. Hey. Shannon, Skip, there is no collusion conversation. Boom. And Skip, whoever else, Jason Williams, Keyshawn, talk about anything except collusion, NFL, anything but the script.
Yeah.
Script done. And like I said, when you look at the influence, you know what I'm saying, of just the producers not even putting that conversation on the table.
Yeah.
It's scary. Which also again represents collusion.
Yeah.
Like the spinning. So yeah, what was that number? Just say that number out loud with Jalen Hurts.
What Jalen Hurts just got?
Just say it out loud.
Let me look it back up. I didn't memorize Jalen Hurts' contract, but it was 5-year, $255 million contract extension.
And they had Lamar at
179
guaranteed,
304 million guaranteed.
Exactly what Lamar was talking about guaranteed, or what the rumor was. Lamar was saying 180 guaranteed. They offered him 130.
Yeah.
Oh, that's disgusting. Okay, so get me out of that subject, Steve. Okay, here's the thing: recruiting recruits.
Yeah, well, it's interesting. Last night we got a little bit of a because the talk of the weekend has been, and 3 spots left. Starting to be some buzz around 2 of those spots, maybe going to guards. So it makes you wonder, okay, if we're doing McKenzie and Churchill, either you're taking one or the other, or somebody that's on the roster now is not going to be, you go, okay, what's going on?
Okay, I want you to layer what you think the odds are. Like, which scenario do you think is more likely?
Man, it would be such a crapshoot because you just never know.
Okay. Well, let me kind of repeat what 3 scholarships. We're just kind of come up with scenarios. McKenzie, Mbako, Churchill, and another guard. Right? That's one scenario. Another scenario says Okay, we heard that Mbako didn't want to go to Duke because he didn't want to fight Filipowski, right?
Yeah,
that we heard that was the scenario. So you wouldn't be blown away if he said, "Hey, I think I got those spots covered." Kind of got that power forward or that second forward spot covered.
Yeah,
I don't want to deal with Churchill because now I got a room of Churchill, JJ, Mbako, Brandon Huntley Hatfield, Emmanuel, and Dennis Evans Jr. So now it sounds like traffic jamming and a 6'9" Trenton Flowers in this room.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? So all kinds of, so you could see hey, maybe it's got to be one or other and two, guards, or something like that.
Yeah.
So all these scenarios are all sounding, possible. So what do you think, Steve?
Well, I think that right now, I mean, I think that there's two guards they're looking at in particular.
Are you doing the broken stick experiment, Steve?
What's the broken stick experiment? Oh, no. I think they're looking at taking both of them.
Mm-hmm.
And if that's the case, I still think they feel good with where they're at with McKenzie. I mean, he's going to be talking to Coach Pitino. But Churchill Abbas if you would have asked me this weekend, I would have said, I don't think they're going to take Churchill at this point.
Mm-hmm.
But last night, you get Emmanuel Okorafor.
Last night.
Yeah. And Churchill Abbas on a Instagram live together.
Churchill and Emmanuel.
Which that in itself is, okay, they're friends.
Yeah, they play together.
Yeah. But then you throw in Sky Clark and Trenton Flowers.
Do Sky Clark and Trenton Flowers know Churchill Abbas?
I don't. Maybe. I don't know. The way they were talking to him on there, I don't remember the exact, but it was basically like, hey, Churchill, when you commit to Louisville. So I really don't know.
So you said mixed signals.
I don't know.
Are we in the middle of mixed signal time?
There are 4 names right now that I think Louisville can and will land. Well, I'm sorry. There are 4 names right now, counting McKenzie and 2 guards. And no, I'm not going to tell you. But it was, I don't know.
Because the
Marcus, I get to talk to coaches and I don't know. I don't know. I have no idea.
They know, what they want you to know.
Yeah. I don't know.
Yeah. And what Steve is trying to explain is if I have 2 recruits, if I have 2 incoming players who are actively recruiting another player on Instagram Live, and allegedly there was an exchange between player and, a fan where the player said basically he was waiting on a setup of a visit, So,
I mean,
and here's the thing: we take them all. I think we take them all.
Well, yeah,
the fan base would.
No,
sure.
Oh yeah, no, absolutely. But it's one of those where I'm like, I mean, everything changes by the day that I think I know, and then it's like, well, no, I don't know now. And I mean, like I said, Churchill ended the live last night, like the texter says, with "Stay tuned." And it's like,
Steve, I've never heard you this frustrated.
I'm not frustrated. I love it. I mean, this is awesome.
This is great problems to
I've
have.
never had 4 guys the caliber of the 4 guys I'm thinking of in my head in a long time coming to Louisville. So the fact that
even being at
I'm
the
like
finish
one
line,
maybe on the outside looking in, I don't know. I mean, like, I'm cool with it.
Okay.
It does, however,
Does it
make you
change?
wonder.
Which one?
We have not.
Is this? Are you still in?
Brandon
McKenzie?
hasn't said anything yet.
He hasn't said anything.
That's something to watch,
Mm-hmm.
in my opinion. I mean, there's no inside there. Just to me, that's something to watch. By the way, did Mom's JJ get a hold of you the other night, Nick?
She did, and it was awesome taking care of her.
Okay.
Yeah, she was wonderful.
Okay,
It
good.
was great seeing her. at
All
the
right.
Rabbit. It was.
So she made it up and everything was good.
Everything was good.
Awesome.
She was,
awesome.
Yeah, she was terrific.
Okay,
It
so
was very nice to see.
Well, mom's Huntley Hatfield was obviously in town this weekend.
Was she?
Yeah.
Okay. Well, then
she posted. She said, "I know it's the summer, but I'm just up here checking out my baby."
They need to come see me at the Rabbit, man. It was lit this weekend, man. I had a party of flappers, like just women dressed up for a bachelorette party, and they were speakeasy, so they did the 1920s vibe. They were all decked out. That was cool. Awesome. The Hammer made an appearance. Saw Daryl Isaacs. He was rocking a Hawaiian shirt, looking good. Then I got to see Mom's trainer. That was awesome. The kitchen bet me, like just for pride, that I couldn't eat a 5-gallon drum of salad, and I did. That was pretty awesome.
Just for pride?
Just for pride. Like it was, yeah. I went to the kitchen. There's some boys with the kitchen.
Why would they even challenge you to do that?
Well, because I was hungry. I was like, "What you got for me?" It was like, "Man, like we just got done. Like we're not cooking you anything, but we have this thing of like basically the less savory lettuce for the salads that they use for that big party of flappers." And he was like, "You can have that," and I was like, what are you going to add to it? And they were like, "Got you." And they just threw some like dressing. And we made actually a bomb ass salad, but it was about 5 gallons worth. And I got some help with some coworkers.
Okay, good.
But we crushed the salad. But I was the star player. I had probably about 3/4 of it. And
did you leave quenched or?
Oh my God. It was,
satiated?
here's the thing. I mean, we did put dressing and some guac in there, but I felt amazing. I think that's going to be my new diet thing, where I just eat basically 10 pounds of salad.
Yeah, with all that dressing, though, I worry about your arteries, I think.
Yeah, I mean, I'm sorry,
I shouldn't have did that.
No.
You ate salad, and I started doing this. I was dressing guy.
I'm glad.
How healthy is it with all that dressing? I hate what I just did to you.
No, I'm glad you did, though, because I equally hate I ate a salad. It's like, yeah, but there was a baked potato, 3 steaks, and like a gallon of lard on that salad. Just because it's green doesn't mean it's healthy. But this thing was relatively healthy. But we crushed it. That was awesome. And then I didn't realize we got a couple bottles of Kevin Hart's tequila. He's got a tequila out there. So I was trying to do a cool cocktail trick with it, and I actually set my hand on fire. So that was pretty cool. So the people at the bar got to see my hand engulfed in Everclear. So that was fun. But it was a fun weekend, man. And I got to see Mom's training. That was great. So come see me at the Rabbit, people. You never know what you're going to get.
What are those texters saying? It does sound pretty awesome.
That says, yeah, Marcus gets mad at people over his lemon ginger honey tea.
No, I get mad because I don't want you to bring up the fact that I'm going to have a double shot vodka after my healthy lemon ginger tea. It's really good though.
Yeah,
really healthy. Is there anything else that we have to pick up from the text line on that?
No. There's been a lot of good text.
Mackenzie or Churchill, Steve. I'm gonna ask you the question every day and see if it changes.
I don't.
You have to. One day it can change, Steve.
It's not going to.
Today,
okay, I think we're getting Mackenzie.
No, I didn't ask you who you thought we were getting.
Well, then, what are you asking me?
Who would you rather have?
I don't care. I want the guy that I think I'm going to get. What do you mean? That's the guy I think I'm going to get. That's all I want.
That's all I care about. No,
I'm a Louisville fan.
So you're not the guy.
I'm a PR machine for the University of Louisville.
Listen,
that's what I am. It's what I do.
You better hope. Thank God he didn't know them.
I love it. I want to be that. I don't care. Somebody say, look at Steve. He gets all the access. He gets the Yeah, cool. Enjoy your tweets. Tweet me and stuff out all the time. I don't care.
Steve said, I want who I'm going to get, and that's it.
Yeah.
But you don't need to add Churchill to that?
Yeah, what Churchill?
Who has to leave if you add Churchill to that?
I'm not doing that.
Oh. Rank him. Who's prettiest?
I'm not doing that.
Who's prettiest?
Who would I kick off the team for Churchill?
I'm not kicking anybody off the team yet.
Oh no. Oh, do we have a dinger?
They're gonna hit.
We got a dinger.
Hit.
But it's damn close. Okay, put it this way. If I was this car, I would go outside. When I came outside, I would find a scratch on my car and say, I know you put that there. That's how close that truck was to hitting that bumper. Lexus hybrid. Last commercial break.
Saving the environment, baby.
93.9 The Ville.
Libs.
Do you have what it takes to make the perfect derby party? Well, don't worry, we do, and plenty of it. Cox's and Evergreen Liquors has all your favorite beverages and the know-how to make every celebration a winner. From craft beers, wines, spirits, seltzers, and of course the finest Kentucky bourbons, we have it all, including a selection of special derby products right here in your neighborhood. For everything you need, for anything derby, you know where to go. It's Cox's and Evergreen Liquors, Louisville's go-to liquor store.
Now is a great time of the year to experience the outdoors here in Kentucky. It's the all-natural antidepressant that we could all...
Hey, do we not have Melt 502 today? We don't have Melt 502 today? All right, I didn't see the text on it, but... Dude, I'm just going to start buying them just because I think they're good. But have you had Maya Bagel Express?
Information that you need. Visit FW.
I still hold you in high regard, but that hurts my feelings. Who doesn't like bagels?
Thunder at Lynn Family Stadium returns on April 22nd with even more family fun. Join us for the Thunder Air Show, Louisville City, Racing Louisville watch parties, family activities, music, concessions, and a spectacular view of the fireworks show. Parking lots open for tailgating at 7 a.m. and the stadium opens at noon. Ticket includes re-entry to the stadium all day. Thunder at Lynn Family Stadium is an official Kentucky Derby Festival event. Purchase your tickets and parking at lynnfamilystadium.com.
Now that sports have officially kicked off, there's only 4 things missing from your playbook. 4 pegs. Looking for great smoked wings? 4 pegs. Looking for juicy barbecue and award-winning chili? 4 pegs. If you're just looking for some cold crab, tap, can, or bottled beer, 4 pegs. And the best part about 4 pegs is it's right around the corner at 1053 Goss Avenue in Germantown. So you better get over there fast because the word is spreading. And while you're over there, be sure to ask about their food truck and other catering services.
Okay, ready?
Yeah, I got your script.
Here we go.
Hey guys, Dr. Tisdale here. Want a possum experience for your pet? Come see me, meow. Nick, the script sucks.
I'm telling you, Doc, puns.
No.
Trust me.
No.
Yes.
No.
Fine.
How about I just say, hey guys, you love your pet and I do too. So come to Tisdale Animal Hospital. Call 502-384-3260 or request an appointment online at tisdaleanimalhospital.com.
Solid.
I can offer listeners a free first exam and a complimentary 1-month supply of flea and tick prevention.
Nice. Hate being itchy.
Also, we are one of the only veterinary hospitals in Louisville with a state-of-the-art in-house cytology machine, allowing us to test any lump or bump and get results in 2 hours or less.
Ooh, science.
Open 7 days a week, right off the Snyder in the Chamberlain Point Shopping Center.
Okay, that was better.
Told ya, Tisdale Animal Hospital.
Your home is your fortress, and your first line of defense is your roof. So if your roof is under attack by either Mother Nature or Father Time, you should be calling Citadel Roofing and Construction. Citadel Roofing and Construction is locally owned and operated, will provide free inspections, estimates, and of course they'll work with your insurance. Did I also mention their A+ rating with the Better Business Bureau? Let Citadel Roofing and Construction protect the roof that protects you by calling 502-219-7964 today.
Spring has sprung, baby, and it's the most active sports calendar of the year. What better place to watch than the Fox's Den? The Fox's Den in the heart of St. Matthews. Whether it's opening day for baseball, hoops, and hockey playoffs, brackets getting busted, or long shots hitting, watch on over 30 TVs at Fox's Den. Hungry? Chef-inspired gastropub menu. Want to jam? Live music every day on a heated patio. Want to play? How about a dozen pool tables and even some pinball, too? Stop by the Fox's Den in the heart of St. Matthews, your home for billiards, bites, and brews.
Hey, Cards fans, do you or a loved one suffer from gout? Gout is a very painful form of arthritis that can also lead to kidney and heart disease. I bet you didn't know there's now a Gout Center of Excellence right here in Louisville. They use the most up-to-date clinical guidelines and FDA-approved treatments to get you relief fast. If you have gout, be sure to call the Gout Center of Excellence at 502-719-2472 or visit them online at ralouisville.com. And be sure to tell them Marcus sent you.
Hi, Kentuckiana. Scott Davenport of Bellarmine Basketball here. I want to share with you my experience with the amazing team at Fitness Market. When Bellarmine needed an upgrade to one of our team training rooms, I knew Fitness Market was where I needed to go. When I visited their showroom, I was absolutely blown away at the huge selection of fitness equipment that they had in stock. Everything we possibly could need or you could possibly want in your workout room. What was even better was the personal service I received. As you know, I'm big on family and team, and that is why I love shopping there. It is truly a family-first business, and they made me feel part of the Fitness Market family and team. As soon as I walk through the door, the Whiters and their employees go out of their way to make customers happy, and they will do the same for you. Whether you need equipment for a large commercial space like we did at Bellerman, or you just need something small for your home workout facility, go see the great team over at Fitness Market. I promise you, you will be as amazed as I was. They are all about team and customer service.
I'm former Louisville basketball player Luke Hancock. When the NCAA tried to take away the Most Outstanding Player Award from the 2013 tournament, I got it back thanks to Morgan & Morgan. Morgan & Morgan is the personal injury firm that fights for the people, and their team treats clients like family. Morgan & Morgan changed my life, and if you've been injured in a car crash, at work, or in a slip and fall, they may be able to change yours. For a free consultation, dial #LAW on your cell phone. That's #529, offices Louisville.
Do you want to know what's trending now? You can defer payments of a full NetSuite implementation for 6 months. No payments and no interest for 6 months. This is a big deal. NetSuite by Oracle has
I think so.
offer like this in its.
Hero broke his hands. What were the other injuries? Hand, and then Giannis back. I thought it was a back. Give me a second. No. What happened? Oh, the Dutch girl? Yeah. Lower back contusion. No, I didn't do that either. Because I didn't do a sports center today.
Payments or interest for 6 months at netsuite.com.
The sponsor dropped off.
Netsuite.com.
So I just kind of doing whatever. Yeah, lower back contusion. Come on.
Could have just made the music. All right, you could have just made the noise. People would have known what you were talking about.
Don't the Elite do that? Is that their thing? Dun, 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 dun. They hit like,
well, it's Kenny Omega's like when he's in the mat.
Right.
They
the honey butter chicken sandwich from Wendy's is awesome. The breakfast sandwich.
Oh, it's phenomenal.
Wait a minute.
Oh, it's one of the best things ever.
Wait a minute. Wait a minute. You knew about this, Steve?
Oh, yeah.
You knew about this entire
yeah.
time.
Oh, yeah.
You knew about Wendy's breakfast? Steve, this is my first time on Sunday having Wendy's breakfast.
Oh, man.
And here's the thing, Steve. I want to confess something to people. We only have a couple minutes left of the show.
And there's one thing we have to do before we go.
I'm listening.
Well, go ahead and finish what you need to finish.
Okay.
We gotta,
Well, I'm gonna say it's kind of a awkward confession.
Okay.
That I speak for some others in my situation.
Okay.
So is that gonna be a fine transition to leave my subject to yours?
I don't know.
Okay. Well, we'll just give it a shot. Well, I'll just tell you, Steve.
I gave you an entire show to get to mine, and you didn't, so I waited on purpose.
As a member of the delegation, we struggle with something.
Mhm.
And Chappelle made a little skit about it. It's kind of went under the radar, but that lets you know how it's a common thing.
Clayton Bigsby.
No.
Oh.
No. Not quite.
Possibly the greatest sketch of all time.
But which is also the one that made him retire. Listen, Steve. There's a little one about, Pixies, the little angel and demon on your shoulder.
Oh, that was the one that made him retire.
No, not quite, but kind of close to that one too. But Steve, people like myself, over the years, we've developed an insecurity.
Okay.
Right? About some of the foods we order and some of the assumptions that are made about the foods that we want to order.
Yeah, sure.
Squarely in this field is just trying to feel comfortable training the African American voice to ask for a honey butter chicken breakfast sandwich. Listen, Steve, the delegation does not like ordering fried chicken. No matter how bad they want it, it just feels like we're being judged a little different, okay? No matter how many buckets of fried chicken that the United States of America sells, the delegation feels just shameful every time they place that order. And Steve, I've seen this chicken sandwich on the Wendy's menu, and I just could not get myself to say, could I please, could I have the honey butter chicken sandwich, please? But I wanted it so bad.
It's so good, too.
Steve, I finally just buckled and said, hey, listen, everybody likes a chicken sandwich. I'm not going to feel judged today. And I said, could I please have the honey butter chicken sandwich? And then
she's like, I bet you would.
I know.
Like, oh, God, I'm sorry.
That was just me. That was just me overcoming a insecurity, right? And I get it. But I also ordered a croissant, a sausage, egg, and cheese croissant.
Wow.
Just to balance it out a little bit.
You ate both of them? Or 2 sandwiches?
Actually,
bro, you're doing that thing where you're trying to buy other stuff. Like the first time you bought condoms, where you just kind of like mix it in with stuff.
That was a great idea. No, actually,
put it right between.
I was worried. I was worried that I wasn't gonna like it.
Illustrated, some bread, some milk,
time.
Magnums.
I knew I would like the sausage, sausage biscuit.
Yeah.
But the other one I wasn't sure about. So I got those, and then I got the little potatoes, right? And I cut my sandwiches in half. So I had one half of the other one half of the other one.
Oh, that's genius.
And then I went back to the chicken sandwich.
Okay.
And dusted it off. So yeah, I accomplished my goal. It was awesome. Now what were you going to talk about?
Well, it kind of transitions well.
I'm hungry. That's well done.
I gave you an entire show to talk about the GOAT. And you didn't bring it up once. And actually, I'm kind of upset.
Tom Brady?
Because we don't get moments like this.
I'm listening.
But are we not going to give credit to Austin Reeves? Are we not going to take 1 minute on this show to talk about, I said it, the GOAT, my new favorite player, Austin Reeves, from rags to riches.
The world's.
Yeah. Overcoming adversity. Two-way player.
Go.
To becoming what he is today, leading the Los Angeles Lakers on what is bound to be a 7-2 upset.
Hillbilly Kobe.
That's the stupidest thing I've ever heard.
Nobody has said that.
I'm looking at
Nobody
his Wikipedia
said
right now.
Hillbilly
Nicknames AR-15 and Hillbilly Kobe.
This is the dumbest thing I've ever heard in my life.
I'm looking at
There
it
is
right now.
no way somebody called him Hillbilly Kobe.
Did you see him go baseline last night and throw that perfect behind the back pass on a dime
I
out
did.
to the 3-point line?
I did.
And thank God Hachimura hit it. It was just perfect. It was like, did you hear LeBron afterwards?
When he said, I knew he fit my
with me.
Yeah.
I was like, look, as soon as I heard LeBron say that,
Me too.
I saw my cousin.
Yep.
I was like, oh,
I knew that. Listen, Steve, would that mean we were exactly on the same page? For LeBron to say, "Oh, fit with me," like I knew it. As I'm watching LeBron chase down signature block,
I was like, somewhere my cousin was like, I told you, I don't like care about it itself.
Quick question before we get out of here. As I've never been an elite level athlete.
It's a fact.
Thank you. Thank you, Peanut Gallery.
I'm listening.
He just talked about how Hachimura had to knock that shot down to like complete the play. Like, do you get that extra pressure? Like when you were playing, like if someone just hit you with like a dime, you're like, oh, I better not mess this up. Like, is there that little voice that's like, don't screw this up. This is a top 10 play. You'll be on SportsCenter. And quick follow up, is there one when you're like, oh man, I screwed that up. Like I missed that oop.
One time, Reese dribbled down the middle of the lane. He gave me a dime, right? A dime. Set me up perfectly. I'm supposed to punch this ball against Southern Miss. I know I'm supposed to punch it. That was one time I remember kind of locking up a little bit, like, don't blow this, Mark. It's like Reese just made a game-winning play and pass, and I took it up, and I was kind of losing the ball, and I was losing it because I didn't go up aggressively, right? Years and years later, like I knew I almost lost that ball, and I knew he almost blocked it. Years and years later, that guy said to me, I ran into him, I think overseas or something, and he said to me, he was like, I was this close. He's like, I had that ball and you knew it. He said that to me, and I was like, I remember exactly what the play you're talking about, and you were right. You were supposed to block that because I choked on it. I scored it, but I choked. And I was like inside, I was like, Reese, I screwed that up for you. You know what I'm saying? Because I think he gave me that look too, like, why'd you talking? Yeah, I screwed that one up. But other than that, no. No pressure at all.
Nice.
Oh, rolling along as always. 8150-939 is the number. 3831-939 is always the text line. YouTube channel is always made for the Ville. Middays and Marcus Baby, 939 the Ville.